This video was produced by
The whole show is going to be a series of games and games and games. This is supposed to be funny while you are learning more than you've ever thought you would while laughing out loud.
You're at a cocktail party and someone asked you what kind of line of work you're in. Could you exclaim to infinity and beyond and be totally serious?
Yes.
What is a photon?
It's Vietnamese soup I've had it.
I think logically I have to go with C because it's the only one with big science words in it. Yeah.
On the other side of the coin.
If I get bored in the middle of the sentence, then I know it's the right answer.
What's your midi-chlorian score? Are you a Jedi? Be honest.
No.
Well, that's all the time we have.
Take your hands.
Take your hands. Take your palms. Let's do all of us.
Yeah, all of you can do this. Rub them. What do you feel?
Warm.
Okay, stop. Let them cool down a little bit. Now take them, rub them together, and go at the speed of light. Or close to it.
You don't want to see me do that.
Going to age faster?
So what happened there in that experiment when you went really fast?
Time slowed down.
No. What happened to your palms?
They got hotter.
They got hotter. Okay. So I said, now imagine you're going near the speed of light. And if it did, how much heat do you think would be generated?
An infinite.
No.
Heat times speed of light.
Millions of degrees Kelvin. All of our laws of nature break down the moment you enter the event horizon. So we don't know what happens. We think there's a singularity at the very center, but all that means is putting a name on our ignorance. We don't know what happens. Now, this is where science fiction then begins, right? Because you often see this exploited, especially on Star Trek or Star Wars. You need to get away from the Klingons, so you have to find some getaway. Well, let's go in a wormhole or whatever as a getaway. We don't know what happens inside of a black hole.
How often do you run into like doomsday supervillain ideas on a daily basis? Like any day I can flip this switch and the X-ray beam will destroy a city.
So the last James Bond movie was filmed at the Very Large Telescope, which is in the Atacama Desert
Is that the
Chile.
scientific name of the telescope?
The Atacama.
Very big telescope.
No, the name of the telescope, I'm not kidding, it's called the Very Large Telescope.
Yeah.
VLT among astronomers.
Yeah.
Wait, are you being serious?
Yeah, it's called the Very Large
Are you guys
Telescope.
running out of words?
Everyone has their own telescope and like you name your telescope. You have your crew, and then like everyone else's crew is against you.
Snap when they
yeah,
walk in.
exactly. Like your pictures are wrong, and like you sabotage their lenses.
Powerful wizard you don't want to mess with.
Yeah, no.
Don't choose
No.
that answer. There will
Gandalf
be
the
color.
It's not a powerful wizard.
Gandalf
I
the
know
Grey,
that. So
Gandalf
like
the
it's
White,
probably
Gandalf the Black
C.
Hole. Yeah.
C.
No, that's in the third one. It's Gandalf the Grey, Gandalf the White, then there's Quasar. Every galaxy hosts a supermassive black hole. Black holes, these supermassive black holes, and even the stellar ones, you know, came out of Einstein's theory of general relativity. They were mathematical constructs, ignored for, I'd say, several decades. It's in the last 10, 15 years with the Hubble Space Telescope, the Chandra X-ray Observatory, that we've got the definitive evidence that they exist. Yes, they're black, but we know they're out there. And what we're trying to do now is to understand what comes first, the black hole or the galaxy. We have science at our fingertips every instant of our lives. And so it is really important that not only we continue to fund science, and more than what we do, it's always going to be the case, but that we need to get more kids into science.